Hi there, welcome to another video. Today is really a chit-chat update, what's going on. I just want to show you some things that I'm working on, some pieces that I finished, and I also have a few questions. So if you're new here, hi, welcome. My name is Irit. I'm an intuitive, I'm gonna say color-led artist based in Austria and Europe. And on my channel, I share all of my artsy adventures with organization tips, product reviews, and painting process. I also have a new course. It's called The Rainbow Method. And for the month of February, it is available for a special introductory price. And it's a significant discount. I have a video dedicated to talking about that course, which is all about my current strategy and painting philosophy. It is absolutely not about painting rainbows. You can be a very kind of monochromatic artist and still use everything that I teach in the course. So if you want to check that out, head on over there. Also, I'm on Ko-fi. So if you want to support the channel, then buy me a coffee and I might give you a shout out. I really appreciate it, and it helps me make more videos here on YouTube, which I always love to make. A few things I want to talk about before I show you around and tell you what I've been up to. So I have a couple of things that I want to work on, but I would love to hear your feedback and opinions. So one thing that is one of my longtime dreams is to paint and travel. Now, I know that there are all kinds of artist retreats where usually you go for a week and you take lessons with a specific artist, and that is amazing. And I have, you know, several of, like a few of these that I would have loved to attend. But the problem is that usually they cost somewhere between 3,000 and 4,000 euros or dollars, not including travel. And I don't know about you, but for me, it doesn't really work for my budget. And also many times they're actually quite long. And while my kids are older, like my youngest is 8, I still can't really just like drop everything for 8 days. Not yet, maybe in a couple of years. So all of that together has really kept me from being able to travel and paint and, you know, connect with other creatives in this kind of environment. So what I was thinking is to actually plan together, like a few people plan a trip to a place that we choose, you know, Italy, France, these are actually closer to me. I know most of you are in North America, so I don't know how traveling to Europe is an option for you, but we can also maybe think about that, doing something like this in the US. So I really don't know how to go about it, and that's why I'm bringing it to the people. But what I thought was maybe to create a Facebook group or a WhatsApp group for people who are, you know, independent travelers, because my idea here is, for example, we go for a long weekend or like 5 days or something like this, or maybe longer, I don't know, to, let's say we rent together a house in Tuscany or Santorini or the French Riviera or an apartment in London or Paris. I don't know. But we do this together, a few people, and we spend, like, we paint, we meet, we paint, we inspire each other, we go shopping for art supplies, maybe take some workshops with local artists. The thing is, we plan this together, and then, you know, it doesn't cost us like a kidney. That was my thinking, because this is one of my dreams, and I am a very independent traveler. I've traveled alone to many places, but I don't want to go by myself to, you know, Paris and paint there. It just doesn't sound to me as fun as it would be to meet a few of you and spend those days together with, you know, like-minded creatives. So that's what I was thinking. So if this sounds like something you would be able and willing and wanting to do, meaning you have the means and you feel comfortable, you know, traveling by yourself and you don't need someone else or like an agency or a company to plan everything for you, then let me know. And if you don't want to leave a comment, then send me an email and we can talk about that. Yeah, I don't really know how to go about it, but I know this is something that I want to do. And I'm not yet in the point where I would, you know, just organize this by myself and then invite other people. So I really want to talk to other people and maybe arrange this. I mean, my like ultimate goal, like crazy dream, like that's what I want to be, that's what I want to make is, I don't know, should I keep it to myself or put it out there? So I would like to have events like they have for urban sketching, which are, you know, hugely popular, but where we just have like this space to paint. Because I don't know about you, I mean, urban sketching is fun, and there's definitely, and I can see the appeal of it, and I do occasionally paint on the go, but I don't know, I like traveling and I like, you know, walking around and enjoying places and taking pictures and being inspired. But then I also like to sit in a nice cozy, you know, my studio, which is just a room in my house, but sitting in that space with all of my supplies around. And there's something about painting on the go that, I don't know, I kind of struggle with it. I haven't really found my exact vibe with a setup and everything. So, well, I understand the appeal of urban sketching. I don't know if that's like exactly the format. Like in my head, it would be an event where we would have like a dedicated space and the best art supplies companies sponsoring it. So we could like have crazy, also, you know, shopping experience and painting. So in my head, that would be like the kind of event that I would totally go to a city or yeah, a place to attend. So maybe that is in the future, I don't know. But right now my life circumstances doesn't really allow me yet the complete freedom and independence to do that. So thinking more of like a small group of artists, just like arranging our own little retreat without having to shell out, you know, thousands and thousands of euros or dollars. So let me know what you think about that. Another thing that I have been wanting to do for a long time, I think this will come to fruition in some form, is a kind of membership. I've been on Patreon and it wasn't really the best fit for me. And membership, like artist memberships or memberships of any kind, are exploding right now. And for good reason. They are, you know, a way that you can have a community, and it's a way for the artist or creator or something to have that monthly income, which, you know, I can totally relate to, and I understand that. However, my issues, I've been a part of a couple of memberships, and my issue with them is that, now this is just like me, but I know that there are other people like me. Most of the memberships that I've seen are, you know, this month we're painting a bouquet of sunflowers, so I'm gonna show you how to do that. That is amazing, and if that is your jam, that's fantastic. But I don't want to paint like someone else. I want to paint like myself, and I want to create a sort of community and, you know, create content to inspire others to do their thing. Also, what I don't like about other memberships is the price tag. Most of them are in the area of $30. I'm not saying they're not worth it. Some absolutely are, and it is great value. But personally, I can't justify it for myself, and I can't afford that, especially not if I want to be a part of, you know, more than like one membership, like to support and to be a part of a community of a certain artist. So again, I'm trying to kind of find my way of doing this, and I definitely will have a, like, I don't want to say cheap, but a cheap price point. That's what I want to do, because I want this to be a place where we can, I'm thinking around the $7 or $9 mark. So, you know, like a couple of cups of coffee a month. And of course, like tons of inspiration. If you were on my Patreon, a similar experience to that. So weekly new content, exclusive videos, just a place where I can give you more. But we can, and like try different things and explore whatever I'm into, that also we can be inspired together and, you know, create just like authentic art. So I don't know how that will happen, but that is in the works. What I want to know from you is, are you a part of any like artist membership? And you don't have to name names, but, you know, feel free if you want to. And again, if you don't want to leave it in the comments for everyone to read, you can email me. But are you a part of it? Do you enjoy it? What do you like about it? What don't you like about it? And yeah, I can tell you, if you, like, one of the memberships that I thought was beautifully, beautifully made was from Dreama. I can't remember her last name. Dreama. She is like a brilliant artist. She paints, I think, predominantly in oils, but in her membership she also has a watercolor lesson every month. And I was a member for a few months in her membership, and again, it's like a higher price point for me, at least. For a month it was $30 something. Excellent value, really excellent value for money. I think they open like a couple of times a year for new members, but yeah, it was just like too much for me, and I learned so much from her, but I don't want that like step-by-step thing. I just want to do things my own way, and it wasn't, at the end, after I felt like I learned what I could for use of color. And, you know, if you're new to oils, she is a great, and you like that, her like color sense and subjects, she's an amazing artist to learn from. But yes, the price tag is a bit high. She has also courses, which are very expensive, but beautifully made, really. Like some of the most like high production value I've ever seen. Very inspiring, very well made. It really is like a premium experience. So if that sounds interesting to you, then go there. I love to share artists that inspire me and support them. But you know, there's room for all of us, and there's room for different kinds of communities. And yeah, so as you can see, it's not fully baked. I mean, I have an idea, but it'll definitely be focused on intuitive painting, you know, color therapy, and making art that makes us happy. A lot about color and a lot about mixed media, because I dabble in all kinds of different crafts. It will be, of course, focused on art, but we might have some extra, I don't know, crochet content or something as like extra bonuses. So if that sounds good to you, then let me know. In Patreon, we had a lot of fun and it was great, but I did have their kind of a higher tier, and I know that a lot of people just couldn't afford it. And I want everyone to be able to participate in this. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Those are all the important updates. Let me show you a few of the things that I'm working on. Like, some of them are really just, you'll see, it's a huge mess. So let's start. This is an inexpensive frame that I got from IKEA, or IKEA as you call it in North America. And I painted it with this gorgeous shade of blue that I absolutely love. If you want to know the exact shade, it's this thing from Flash Paints. what are you called? Royal blue. It's basically ultramarine and white. So I had this little piece. This is actually oil painting, and I framed it, and I really love it. And of course, it looks really good on that wall. So that's new. I highly, highly recommend that you frame your work. It just elevates everything, and you can find today in places, you know, like IKEA, really inexpensive frames. It might not be like, you know, really nice wood, but it'll cost you so much less. Here's another frame from IKEA. I really like it. It's kind of this a little bit more like rustic wood, and it looks beautiful. I know it's not the best. You can't really see, but you can get the idea. So look at such places for frames, and don't get precious, and just, you know, frame your artwork. So next is this huge mess. This is step 1 of this canvas that I'm working on. And I went about it in a little bit a different way than I've been doing recently in a few other canvases, which I'll show you. The techniques that I use are all taught in the Rainbow Method class. So if you're interested, if you want to create larger canvases and you're overwhelmed, intimidated, you'll see how to do that in my class. If you're into abstract painting, not just, but I mostly paint abstract in that class. And I'll show you how to do that, and it's much easier than you think. Empties. So I ran out of this color, Lascaux. I think that's how it's pronounced. I forget. Someone told me and I forgot. So sorry about that. This color, it is really beautiful. It's like this deep teal. It's called, what are you? Emerald Green Deep. And you can see it in action here, like this. I know it looks like a mess, but if you go with like a couple of layers, then it's really lovely. And I ran out of it. I probably won't repurchase because these are quite expensive. They are made in Switzerland. I have something similar. It's not as nice, but it is a bit more affordable and quite similar. And this is the Flash paint, of course, in Viridian imitation. And it's also opaque, which is what I'm into right now. So great color to try. Here I have my little drying rack, which I got when I got more into oils because I really needed a place to put them where they will be safe. And here I have a piece that I started working on. I don't think I'm done. I mean, I'm not done, but I don't really know what to do next, so we'll see. But this is where I'm at. This might be a floral, or it'll be more of an abstract. I don't know. And everything I love about oils, I learned from Wendy Brightbill and Dreama. So this is in progress. I should probably get into it a bit. That's here to dry. And then with my oils, I actually made a video trying to organize them. Right now, they live here in this box. I'm not sure how well it's working for me. Also, I have a problem with oils because I need a couple more of fluorescent colors that I don't know if they really exist in oils in like a company that I can find here. I have like this pink, that's a good one, that's from Holbein, but I really need something like a fluorescent red because I use that color a lot and I love it. You can see here it's a little bit peaking. This is acrylic. The first layer here is acrylic. And then there's oil paint on top of it. And I really miss that color. So I'm on the hunt. And here I have a few more pieces in oil that I really should frame. I just love it just looks so luscious. I don't know, in acrylics, I really prefer a matte finish, but something about the shininess of oil, it doesn't look plasticky. It just looks beautiful. I don't know. So I need to frame that piece. organizing, still working on it. Then I have this piece, which I'm not sure what to do with it, if I want to do something to it. I'm not crazy about it, but you know, this is oil, so I don't know if I can just go on top of it. I don't know. This is in the works. I put it here to look at it and think if I know what I want to do next. Now, this is exciting because this is a finished canvas that I'm trying to show you all of it. And I think this is done. I signed it and everything. I just need to varnish it. I found a really nice satin varnish that is actually pretty matte, so I'm happy with that. And it's made by, I think, by my local kind of art store, their house brand. So I'm happy about that. But yeah, this is a new piece and I'm really happy about how it turned out. Okay, let me show you something a bit different. This. If you want to talk about dopamine releasing design, or things that make you happy as I call them, this makes me so happy. This is hand painted from India, and I don't know, it just somehow found me. I think it popped on my Instagram or something. They have a few pieces from this range in different colors, but I actually don't need any of them. I would love more, but I actually needed a desk here, like next to my comfy chair, which I want to do something with it. So we'll see how that works. I want to like make a cover for it. I don't know if it'll be in a video, but maybe. Yeah, so this thing, I just love it. And I needed a place. I like to sit here and have coffee on the weekends. And then I don't have anywhere to put like my phone or a book or something. So I wanted a little desk and it has been very useful. As for crochet projects, I made this cute hat. I'll put it here so you can see. I ran out of yarn and had to bring a different ball that you can see the colors don't really work, but when I put it on from the front you can't really see like all of this. So I just wanted these like warm colors because they really complement my coloring. So I made that. The nice thing about crocheting, I mean also knitting a hat, but crocheting a hat, it comes together so fast. So that was fun. And now I'm working on a really cute blanket. I'll show you. So this is the blanket. It's from a really fantastic book. I'll try to put an image on the screen and link it in the comments in the info. But basically the concept of this book is that you make these strips and then you connect them. And this really allows you for like a nice crocheting experience because you're just working on like one strip at a time. And you don't have to like carry around a huge blanket with you. So I've already kind of made some adjustments, and you can see here in the join, I also added this thread, which I wasn't sure what to do with it, but I think it would be fantastic to add it to the blanket. And you can see it's just like, you can really learn different techniques. Here there are like bubbles, and here this is mosaic crochet, and here this is added after this stripe, and then this is just like a simple stitch. And yeah, I'm really excited about it. I'm now working on the 5th strip, which has also a mosaic pattern, but it is downstairs, so I can't show you right now. Maybe I'll add a picture, but that is the next stripe that will come here. And I think this will be a sort of like a rainbowish blanket. So I think I'll go to pinks, purples, and then into like turquoises and greens. That's the plan anyway, but I just love how it's turning out. So that's what I'm crocheting right now. I also have a sweater for my daughter, which she really wants, but honestly, the experience of making it is less enjoyable than the blanket. So I'm struggling to get that done. Now, let me show you a couple more pieces that I'm finished and are hanging. Very exciting. So here's the staircase. And slowly I'm filling it with my artwork. And this is a new piece I made, and it actually comes already with a frame when you buy it, so it is quite expensive, but you also just get already the frame. And I'm super happy about how it turned out. I'll give you a close-up so you can see. This is the piece that we actually paint together in the rainbow method, a large canvas, and it was super fun to make. And I kind of want to frame it, but you know, it's expensive to frame large canvases, so we'll see. But I would love to frame it with probably a wooden frame. And this thing is super old. I think it is 30 years old, and I really want to paint it like a crazy color. This is a cute little weaving project. You can learn how to do these. There's a really nice class on Domestika, you know, very inexpensive, like around $10 or something. And you can learn how to do this. It's not complicated. So if you want to make something like this, it's really fun. And then the last little space that I'll share with you is this piece. I also framed it. Really like it. And it just, you can see the vibe. You can see where I'm at right now. Lots of colors, lots of white, and yeah, really loving it. And that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you soon in another one. Take care. Bye bye.